Fogeca, Fogeca, le Fonds africain de l'intégration économique.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Hello to the ministers, presidents, respected political leaders, senior professionals, and the entire Fogeca team. Thank you for welcoming us today on the stage. I would also like to extend my sincere thanks to Mr. Mohammed Diang for his trust and allowing me to represent his company, Majestic Living Properties, in front of you. Here's the reality. Investors don't lose money in Dubai because the market is weak. They lose money when they enter without structure, without local insight, and without a clear plan for income or exit. Let me share a few points that consistently matter, especially for African and international investors. First, Dubai is not a single market. It is a collection of micro markets, each driven by different demands, cycles. Two properties with the same purchase price can be giving different sort of results. That purely depends on the location, the planning, and what exactly is your motto behind purchasing that apartment. Our focus is not on what looks attractive today, but what and where demand will exist after 3, 5, or 7 years from now. Second, returns are created by strategy, not speculations. Some investors prioritize steady rental income, others look for capital growth, and many want residency, income, and long-term appreciation together. At Majestic, we structure investments accordingly using a mix of long-term leasing, short-term rentals, phase resales, or portfolio expansions. Planning the full investment life cycle is where value is created. Third, the ecosystem matters more than the asset itself. A property does not perform in isolation. Management, leasing, legal clarity, inspections, and timing all influence outcomes. This is why we provide multiple solutions around the real estate investments, not just the transaction, from acquisitions, the due diligence, to leasing, resale, planning, and golden visa support. We stay involved with each one of you at every step which you take. Our reason this structure works so well in UAE is the regulatory environment. Transactions are governed by clear laws, standardized contracts, and digital land registries. Hi, I believe my colleague, Mr. Harry, is here,
Yes,
who will be
ladies
joining
and
me now.
gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Harinder S. Arya, Chief Executive Officer, JC McLean International, who's also a major sponsor of today.
Fogeca, 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 le Fonds africain de l'intégration économique.
Thanks, Mr. Harry. So the one reason which I was talking about works so well in UAE is the regulatory environment. Transactions are governed by the clear laws, standardized contracts, and the digital land registries. Every transfer, escrow payment, and the title deeds are monitored through official authorities. You know where your money is, you know who holds it, and you know where exactly the ownership is transferred. That level of clarity which you can get in Dubai builds trust, confidence, especially for international investors. Fourth, I would like to highlight that Dubai is a platform, not just a property market. Freehold ownerships for foreign investors, strong rental demands, zero tolerance, and zero income and capital gain tax. And long-term residency options make Dubai a powerful base for wealth preservations, business expansions, and family stability. And for many African investors we work with, Dubai becomes a second home and a strategic hub. Let me share one short story with everyone. That's a real-life example of how an African investor ended up becoming a real person who has invested for a longer period of time with us. A few years ago, an African client approached us. He wanted to buy a single property in a high-end apartment because it felt safe to him. But after listening to him, understanding what exactly he needs and what exactly is his motto, we informed him rather than buying an luxurious apartment, he should rather be focusing on investing in small properties which can give him higher rental returns. What does it affect and how does it affected him? In terms of it is, if you buy smaller properties, it would be easy to liquidate, you can get great returns, and the rental growth, which you can see, or the property appreciation, which we talk about, goes high and beyond, because it's very easy and manageable to liquidate when it comes to the secondary market. But when we talk about high-end properties, there's only few or countable number of people who are actually interested in buying so. So what happens at the result is, after 8 months of his investment, he is very happy with the returns. He's presently earning between 8 to 10% of the returns on the rental. And also, one of the properties he liquidated with a ROI of 33%. So that is really commendable. And this is why we are proud to say that African nationals, which we have worked with over the years, remains invested and satisfied with the returns and profits they have achieved. I conclude this with this thought. Dubai rewards disciplined investors, not emotional ones. It is a market where transparency replaces uncertainty, structure replaces guesswork, and long-term thinking consistently outperforms short-term expansions. When approached correctly, real estate here becomes more than an asset, it becomes a strategy. Merci pour votre attention. I wish you all a productive day. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I would like to now introduce our next speaker, who's none other than Mr. Harinder S. Arya, Chief Executive Officer, JC McLean International. Welcome.
Mic check, mic check. Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, apologies. I was a few minutes behind schedule. Got stuck on the Sheikh Zayed Road. I know you won't believe, but it does rain. It does rain in Dubai, especially in winters. So apologies for that. First off, I'd like to welcome the delegates here to UAE. The weather is beautiful. The agenda that we have today is also quite key for the country of UAE and for the partnership that we are looking forward to build with the African countries. I represent JC McLean. It's almost a 30-year-old company based out of Dubai in Jebel Ali Industrial Zone. It was one of the first companies in the UAE which started undertaking manufacturing and construction of luxury and ultra-luxury properties. This company was originally started by a gentleman called Mr. JC McLean from Ireland himself, and through a few change of hands, was with one of the royal members of the UAE. Mr. Mohammed Dieng from Senegal, who is also one of the sponsors of today's event, he saw a great opportunity in this company. The company was in a little bit of doldrums because of COVID back in 2020, 2021. Coming out of COVID, there were a lot of cash flow issues, a lot of bankruptcies of the customers. So Mr. Mohammed saw a great business opportunity in this company. I got connected to him through a common friend, and we worked together to acquire this company about 3.5 years back. With his acumen, business acumen, and assistance of funds and assistance of a lot of networks and customers, we have tripled the revenue of the company in the last 3 years with projects, with marquee projects like the Zayed University project that we recently delivered. We are building a Sea Palace hotel in Abu Dhabi right now. We are doing Mr. C residences here in Sheikh Zayed Road. So in a sense, we have literally turned the company around in the last 3.5 years. The idea is now to take our experience, our capabilities in manufacturing, our capabilities in construction, our capabilities in design, in managing luxury and ultra-luxury spaces to some of the up-and-coming markets in East and West Africa. So we have done multiple surveys. We have made multiple visits to several countries in East and West Africa. We have shortlisted several locations. Our intention is to set up 2 manufacturing plants, primarily for the joinery items and architectural metalworks. As you can see in the video up there, this is some of the works that Jesse McLean had executed previously. This is one of the luxury resorts we recently completed in Ras Al Khaimah. It was almost 220 ultra-luxury rooms. Yep, that's Radisson Hotel we did. And you'll probably see some snippets of our manufacturing facility as well. We have almost 1,300 labor of our own working for us, primarily drawn from South Asia and Egypt. But given our pivot towards West and East Africa, we are looking to recruit, train, and redeploy a lot of labor from East and West African countries. As part of that initiative, we have recently hired a large batch of almost 96 skilled laborers from Africa. Primarily because they speak English and they did have some construction experience, and we are bringing them over to Dubai to give them high-skilled training on CNC machines, on high-skilled carpentry, on high-end finishing works in our projects and in our factory. Once this team, this group, this cohort that we have onboarded is fully on board with us, more than likely we are going to redeploy them back to their native countries, set up a manufacturing facility there, and execute projects in Africa. The idea there, again, is to not bring the products or bring the labor from UAE and send them to various project sites in Africa. The idea is to grow the local talent by bringing them here first. We train them, we coach them, we educate them, we give them the skills that are required in our industry, because our industry is a luxury industry and it requires a very high level of skill set. So it takes a little bit of time. So in about a year's time, I think the teams will be ready to be redeployed to the sites. With that in mind, we do appreciate any connects that we can get from the esteemed delegates here of any particular projects that you're looking at, any luxury hotels that you want to set up in Africa. We can get the designs done for you. We can do the constructions. We can do the complete interior outfitting also for you. In addition, we can also assist you with any other complicated technical engineering or a challenging project, whether that's marine reclamation projects or whether that's complicated villas that you want to set up for luxury or ultra-luxury segment in African countries. We'll be very happy to assist with that also. Finally, I do invite this esteemed delegation to invest in the companies that are based out of UAE. Like Mr. Mohammed Ying, he saw a great opportunity in investing in a UAE-based company and then taking it back to Africa. I think there are a lot of hidden gems that are available in UAE, wherein you can come in, you can invest in them for the people, for the skills, for the technology, and then you can redeploy them back to your countries. And that can be in any space. It can be in construction, it can be in oil and gas, it can be in agriculture, it can be in food processing, trading. There are a lot of gems, hidden gems that are there, which will give you tremendous synergies between this country and the nations you represent. With that, I think on a concluding note, I would like to invite everybody to our manufacturing facility tomorrow morning. I would like to host you, like to show you what we do in Dubai. And this is a company that Mr. Mohammed Ding owns himself, so please treat it as your company. So if you have any immediate requirements, we'll be very happy to assist on design, on advice, or anything that you need. We're very happy to assist. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. I believe that was very, very detailed for everyone. Before we proceed, do we have any questions? Maybe Mr. Olivier?
Fogeca, 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 le Forum africain de l'intégration économique.
D'écouter ces appels à investir dans les Émirats arabes unis par ces deux acteurs qui ont présenté un certain nombre de facilités et qui invitent donc la communauté des affaires africaines à se joindre à leur dynamisme, à se joindre à leur aventure de succès, pour donner aussi le succès à l'investissement en Afrique. Je crois que ces deux présentations achevaient, pour ainsi dire, les panels qui ont été prévus pour cette session. Il faut peut-être rappeler qu'on devrait avoir une présentation vers la fin qui va durer 5 minutes, mais répondez déjà à l'invitation qui a été faite pour la visite attendue demain dans ce groupe qui vient de nous être présenté. Et si nous nous en tenons au programme qui a été arrêté, on devrait avoir des rencontres B2B pour exalter la coopération, pour exalter les échanges, les opportunités entre l'Afrique et les Émirats arabes unis. Je vais peut-être appeler ici le président Amadou Diagne pour quelques remarques qui vont guider la suite de cette journée. Monsieur le Président. Monsieur le Président Amadou Diagne, je vais peut-être vous inviter ici pour faire quelques remarques qui vont guider la suite de cette journée, après la présentation du dernier panel Investir à Dubaï. Non, je voudrais vous inviter ici, Monsieur le Président, à donner quelques remarques, quelques orientations qui vont guider pour la suite de cette journée, après le panel que nous venons de suivre. On a constaté qu'il n'y avait pas beaucoup de questions, qu'il n'y en avait même pas. D'accord. Le micro au président.
Ma question, elle sera simple. Elle sera même terre à terre. Mais je vois que quand elle est simple, certainement la réponse aussi sera beaucoup plus simple. Vous êtes présent ici, à Dubaï. Vous avez vos investissements à Dubaï. Je suis parti dans vos bureaux, j'ai regardé et j'ai vu ce que vous faites. Je voudrais savoir, est-ce que pour vous, il est facile pour un Africain de s'implanter ici, à Dubaï, et de faire un investissement tranquille, ou est-ce qu'il faut beaucoup plus de temps pour pouvoir s'adapter à la réalité ici de Dubaï?
If I may, from what I have seen, both personally and professionally, I think the answer is it's as easy and as difficult for somebody from outside of UAE to settle here as it is from any other country. I mean, language can be a little bit of a challenge here because most of the population here is either Arabic speaking or English speaking. And there is a French speaking population also, which is rapidly growing in UAE. Personally, I have a few friends who are from Ghana and Senegal, and they have established themselves here about 3, 4, 5 years back, and they have found professional opportunities to work, invest, start their own businesses, and I would say that they are doing quite well. The easiest way to get in for a professional is to get in 2 main industries, or 3 main industries, I would say. Number one is the construction business. That's one of the largest industries of UAE. Second is the oil and gas industry, and third is commodity trading. If you have anything to do with those 3 industries, your entry into the UAE's professional circles is relatively easy. And once you get a job here, you get into the professional circle, your personal life will settle down as easily or as difficult as you make it. It's not any more difficult than what other people from outside face. On the business and investing side of things, the best part about UAE is that the government's objective is, and the treatment of investment it's one of the best across the world. The legal system is very transparent. Transactions are very, very secure. Your investments that you bring into the country, as long as they comply with the global regulations, are fully secure. I mean, there are no, what should I say, there are no news of any gray investments or gray decisions or your investments going bad in UAE as far as I'm aware. The best part here is that the country strongly believes, the ruler strongly believes in the rule of law. They strongly believe in being completely unbiased. They do not look at where and how and at the color of the investment that is coming in, as long as it is compliant with the local rules and regulations. They are very happy to welcome it, protect it, and grow it. Repatriation of the funds, of the investments from any country is one of the key criteria for any investor to bring in capital. Repatriation from UAE is one of the most easiest. It is the easiest from what my experience has been across the world. I mean, it's easier than repatriating money than from United States of America. Even if I have to repatriate money from the US, I have to answer 10 different questions. Over here, no questions asked. If it's your money, it's a legit transaction, you'll get it back, right, outside the country. So those are my 2 cents. Kuldeep?
Just to add on to Harry's point about being transparent and fair to everyone, I came to Dubai in 2020. I started working and learned along with that. So firstly, I believe that there's no communication barrier, which I have seen personally in Dubai, and I believe everyone would agree to this. Because in Dubai, there's around 192 countries, like people from 192 countries, or maybe more now, are presently staying in Dubai. And definitely, each one of them is representing their culture, their trade, and the businesses which they have done or are doing now in Dubai. So definitely, there's 2 or 3 points which does imply when you're coming to Dubai. First, the person has to be dedicated and always open to the challenges, because a lot of people who are coming to Dubai, they are having some sort of dreams and which they want to really accomplish. They are coming to Dubai with a dream to either to help secure the family, to build a future, or to be a successful entrepreneur. So in conclusion, I would say that if you have a dream and if you are working towards it, then definitely you have a fair chance of becoming something in your life. And especially in Dubai, it offers you great opportunities and great people which will cross your paths along with you. That's all from my side.
Oui, on peut donner. Mais ça, c'est des témoignages qui sonnent comme des appels, des incitations.
Oui, mes questions, ne les prenez pas comme des questions très banales, hein. Je suis venu avec des étrangers. Il y en a qui sont venus pour la première fois. Et il y en a qui sont venus, qui sont revenus et qui ont envie de faire business ici. Et je ne voudrais pas qu'au sortir de cette salle, que des questions soient posées ailleurs en dehors du forum. C'est pourquoi j'en profite pour poser cette question. Moi, je peux comprendre la question, la solution ou la réponse que vous allez me donner, mais je voudrais que tous ceux qui sont dans la salle en profitent. Alors, est-ce qu'à Dubaï, ce sont deux dernières questions, hein? Après je passe à madame qui voudrait poser une question. Est-ce qu'à Dubaï, c'est facile pour un étranger d'ouvrir un compte bancaire? Ça, c'est un. Deuxièmement, est-ce qu'à Dubaï, comme au Sénégal, où on peut ouvrir en 24 heures un compte bancaire, comme dans d'autres pays, comment dirais-je, pas un compte bancaire, une société, est-ce qu'à Dubaï, c'est facile d'ouvrir une société? Est-ce qu'on peut la faire comme c'est possible au Sénégal, par exemple, en 24
heures?
Merci.
Harry, would you like to take over, or I have the answers ready? Okay, so as I understood, just correct me if I'm wrong, you asked for the three questions. That one, is it easy to come to Dubai? Second, is it easier to open up a bank account in Dubai? And the third question which you have asked is it easy to open up a company? Definitely, all the questions which you have asked are completely, I would say, easy. In order, if you want to open up a bank account, there are two things which you definitely require. One, either you are a resident, like either working here in some company or have done some investments. So the government does give options on what sort of bank account you are looking to open up. So if you have a property, definitely you can open up an investor's bank account that is done at any bank or I would say esteemed commercial organization. Second, in order to set up a company, definitely you can come and set up the company, but there would be some legal implications which has to be kept in mind. For example, you have to get your company registered, you have to know what sort of business you are going to do, and also like the documentation from back of your country, like where exactly the funds are coming from, what are the source of funds, that has to be declared. And if you have all the documentations available, then it's really easy, and there's a lot of, I would say, commercial organizations available who can definitely help you set up a company without any hassle. Or if you don't like to work with any third-party agencies to help you out in that, government has established a lot of tashkil and amr centers where you can go by yourself, you can ask the questions which you have, and definitely you'll get the answers at the same time. But it's definitely doable. I have done that, and I believe everyone who's coming up with a dream can do. Thank you.
Yeah. Mr. President, another take on your question. I've set up 6 companies here in UAE in last 3 years. Average time for setting up the company was 4 days. I've set it up on the mainland. I've set it up in the free zones. 4 days. To set up the bank account, in most cases, for the business bank account, it took about 2 days to open it up. In just one case, it took about a couple of weeks because there were international investors, there were additional KYC requirements. But to open a bank account, to open a company, I would say it's one of the easiest places to do it.
Merci. La prochaine question, c'est à la dame.
Thank you. I would first like to thank you for your brilliant presentations. My questions is more in the line of real estate. We cannot doubt that the return on investment on real estate is there. So many of us would like to invest and maybe try our shot there. What do you recommend for someone who maybe doesn't have the budget of someone that's been investing for years in real estate, but would like to get their feet in? How would you recommend them to set up their investment in the sector?
Sorry, could you please repeat the last phrase? So basically you are looking for like what is the minimum amount which should be available in order to start making like investing in real estate? Is that correct?
Fogeca, 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 le Forum africain de l'intégration
Basically, in order
économique.
to start with the real estate investments, you just have to have one thing in mind, whether you are looking to buy it for your personal use or you're looking for as an investment. If you're looking for your personal use, definitely you have to be a resident here in Dubai. The banks do offer flexibility of getting mortgage of up to 80% of the property price. So you just have to pay your 20% of the entire property value, and the rest 80% can be covered by the bank depending upon your credit scores, definitely. And still, if you are interested to buy and you're not a resident, the other option would be you can approach the banks, and they are, after reviewing your credit scores and the creditability which you have back in your country, they can mortgage up to 60% of the entire property price. That is related to the ready properties. And there's secondary option which you can go for, that is buying an off-plan property. So in Dubai, there's a lot of developers which definitely gives you a flexibility on the payment plans. So there are payment plans available in Dubai which starts from like initial payment of 5% of the property, and it can be stretched over for next 2 to 3 years. And there are some properties in Dubai as well which will give you a flexibility to pay even after you move in. So for example, you have paid 20% of the property price now, and the building is completing after 3 years. So you have to pay the 80% after 3 years, not immediate. Some payment plans do allow you like to make bullet payments, that is 10% in 3 months or in 6 months, depending upon project to project and the location. So the payment plans are flexible, the banks are flexible, and can easily be mortgaged, and you can buy a property in Dubai.
Fogeca, Fogeca,